You still drink?
Hey, we have our first guest ever. I feel like there's enough room for me to sit in that chair. This will also be our shortest podcast ever. This will probably be longer than that one time thing when Vincent was out of town and it was like 7 minutes. There was supposed to be a question. You never came up with the question. We just started recording.
My bad.
Huh? It doesn't matter.
What's my daughter Ava?
This is Ava. She's not really my niece, but she's totally my niece. And also, she's the main one. I love Ava more than probably any other girl in the world.
Yeah.
Also, Ava always keeps it real, and she talks mad shit.
Yeah, she does.
He said, yes, she does.
Wow.
She said, Dad, are you going to do the podcast with me? This will be a really short podcast. We're only doing this because I told Ava we would, and also we just thought it would be a good idea. So Ava is the third member of the Six-Pack crew, spelled with the K, K-R-U. So we'll have some merch eventually, because only people that we truly believe that can drink a six-pack by themselves and be okay. I mean, currently, no, Ava can't do that, but one day. It's in her genes.
Yeah.
And I'm still drinking, and Vincent and Ava are sharing a bottle of water. So, what were we talking about earlier? What game were you playing earlier?
Video game.
When I went out there earlier, and you were like, are you playing...
The one on the iPad or whatever.
Oh,
I think it's a Nintendo DS, Vincent.
Oh, Fortnite?
Well, I don't know what y'all were playing.
That's
I went out there and Vincent said, I go to the restroom, and I was like, oh, I need a beer. So, here I am. But we do not support underage drinking.
No.
By any means. At any point in time, that shit's not okay. Unless, I'm just kidding. No, it's not okay. Oh, bro. I found it. Beach bum. Alright, Vincent, so what are we going to do this weekend? Ava, what do you want to do this weekend? Let me not ask your dad.
I want to shoot a gun.
You want to shoot a gun?
Yeah.
Well, we can make that shit happen for sure. Outside the city limits, that's for sure. Where it's fully legal.
In Mansfield.
In Mansfield.
Mm-hmm.
You just go on 35 South, and then you exit Wren and Bloodworth, and you drive way too far down the road that nobody knows, and you see a funeral home and the cemetery, and you see a couple of ghetto gas stations. There's also a pawn shop in between, and then you hang that right, and we'll be down over there shooting towards the direction of a red barn. And that's the bottom line, and you already know the rest. Didn't finish that one. All right, this miniature podcast has been brought to you by Lone Star, because I buy this beer because I live in Texas, and if you don't like it, why don't you get the hell out? Also, I'll drink some Michelob Ultra, some Yingling Flight. Bro, I'm not really picky when it comes to beer. If it's beer, it's beer.
Yeah, me neither.
I know.
I
feel like we were putting on a facade when we started the podcast.
Yeah.
Eva, what's your favorite beer?
Oh,
she said, "Oh, she
What?
She said, "Oh."
Young beer.
when I get older, I want to try that pickle beer y'all had in one of y'all podcasts.
I'll buy you a 6-pack and put it in the fridge somewhere, and no one will ever touch it. I promise. Because they'll have hell to pay because I want to record you while you're making that face. It's a terrible beer. Best Made Pickles are badass, though. There's nothing wrong with Best Made Pickles. There's nothing wrong with Martin House beer. Prime example, what we drank earlier in the 6-pack podcast. But, you know, can't drink that all night. And also, sour beers and saisons are not my jam or a lot of people's jams. It's like, Every time you decided you were going to eat some candy, you said, I want Sour Patch Kids. No. What about chocolate? What about peanut butter? What about pretzels in a fast break? What about cookies and cream Hershey's? So many other different kinds of candies that are better than...
R.I.P. pretzel.
Yeah.
I think that one of the best candies is Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers are good.
With the blue ones.
And she has a color. And also, they give you some of the most vicious cavities. This is something I've never done on the podcast before. But if you look right here, there's a tooth missing. Right here. And if you look right here, it's off topic. Because you were talking about Jolly Ranchers. Monsters did this shit to my mouth. I'm going to get them replaced with golden teeth.
Mine's probably like
And that will be
4,000 or 5,000 times worse, right?
than chocolate? Yeah, for
No,
sure.
I'm talking
bro.
about than Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're right there, too. But also,
With chocolate too, I guess.
I want a dope-ass tattoo that says, Monster Gorillas gave me cavities. Some dumb shit like that. Right there on your throat.
Going all around.
Aaron Lewis, guys, don't tread on me. And across my throat it says, Monster Gorillas gave me cavities. That's my excuse for not having any teeth. Not meth. Meth clearly wasn't the thing. Bro, this has not been PG-13. Ava's in this podcast, and I just started talking about meth. Ava, how is school going?
It's okay.
That doesn't sound good. I don't like the way that you escalated your...
I mean, it's good. Like, my grades are okay. Like, yeah, but, like, there have been, 3 fights this week.
Well, I mean, there's COVID involved, and you're coming back from the New Year's, Christmas break. Everybody's a little bit on edge.
There was fights before that. They be beating each other.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you at, though? What school are you at?
Crowley Middle School?
No, you're not at Crowley Middle School.
That's what they said.
That's where Troy's at.
What?
Yeah, Troy's at Crowley Middle School.
There's other Crowleys.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what it's called. Oh, Summer Creek.
Oh, you're at Summer Creek. Okay.
My bad.
Okay. Summer Creek, get your shit together! Clearly. No, that like Troy School, they called me today. They had a threat. A terroristic threat or whatever.
Oh, yeah. On Wednesday, a kid pulled a knife on the teacher.
Hold on, a knife on a teacher? Mm-hmm. Did she stab her, at least?
Me? So what? Do you want my teacher to die?
No, I'm just
And
asking.
see, that's why Ava has an amazing sense of personality and laughter. Because Vincent just asked if her teacher was stabbed.
Bruh.
And I mean, maybe that's some stuff that we would do.
Them chunky ass kids.
I know, right?
They laugh.
I know, they fucking snicker as they walk away.
Bruh, close the door.
Jason, Oliver, we're putting y'all on blast on the podcast. And if y'all don't get y'all shit together, you'll never be featured in this segment. Or episode or whatever. Close the goddamn door! That's good parenting, guys. Don't be afraid. I yelled at them. I didn't hit them. And they ran away. Is that my fault? No. Ava would have laughed in my face and karate chopped me in the throat and then tried to slash it out.
Bruh.
She said, bruh. She didn't say no. Her first reaction was, bruh, like, don't put me out like that. I'm weapon 23, but don't tell nobody.
Damn it.
Focus.
Focus!
Focus, Dad.
Y'all almost finished that Waller. That Waller. Fucking
How many followers you got?
not enough.
I think it's 25. 25 people out there.
It probably is. Shout
Water
out to
good.
Yeah.
shout out to Angela Martinez.
Shout out to Angela.
Yeah. She
because
watches, right?
She does watch, and
Thank you.
the other day she was like, "Oh, when I sent that post when you fell asleep with your shoes on the couch," and Ava came out and she took your shoes off while I was watching the movie by myself because everyone fell asleep. I made the post. I was like, Ava came out of her room and she saw her dad with his shoes on and she took them off and threw them on the floor.
Did my feet smell good?
No, they stink.
Hell yeah, it's a hard whooping.
And Angela she responded. I love her. I love her so much. So shout out, Angela. We'll drink beers together one day. Maybe you'll be on the podcast. Who knows? We make this shit up as we go along.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Here.
But we got 2 podcasts in one day. Bro, who are you texting? If it's oh. She still at the play?
The podcast is
Her
important.
car's fucking overheating, she said.
Her car's overheating?
Hell yeah, man. Damn, Jeep.
Looks like I'm working tomorrow. At least for a little bit. No, but fuck that. Ken has always been real good. Ken has never asked me for shit, and she knows I work on cars. Ken has got her mechanic that White Settlement or fucking wherever.
Somewhere from Worth.
Yeah, in Fort Worth, Lupe 20, and Ken ain't never said shit about like, can you look at my car? And everybody knows I'm a mechanic. I work on cars. That's my fucking day job. And no one's ever like, a bunch of people are always like, can you look at my car? My TPMS is fucked up, or oh, my car won't start. Check engine lights on. Kenna's never asked me once, bro. Kenna takes it back to the dude that she trusts, and she's been riding around in that motherfucker for a minute. All right. This was the first guest on the podcast.
She didn't say much, but
Bro.
We were talking.
I'll say more next time.
She will say more next time.
This is my first video.
This is the first video, and it's just normal shit. Good thing I got more Lone Star in the fridge. It's a Texas beer, and god damn it, we stay in Texas, and don't ever plan on leaving. So Vincent's drinking water because he's being irresponsible because he has to drive home, and I'm being irresponsible because I have to walk like 12 feet that way. So cheers to the podcast. This was episode 16, a random one. We'll number it because Ava was here and she wanted to do this because a lot of people are afraid to do this. And David said he didn't want to do it. Manola said, how much tequila do you have? And Ava said, we're doing it right now. So we did it right now, and
Yeah.
we're here.
So.
Woo! She said, I ain't no.